The following podcast is a member of the Pokecasters Network. Pokecasters Network, supporting Pokemon content creators, their shows, and the community of Pokemon fans. To find out more, check out PokecastersNetwork.com or find us on Twitter and Facebook.
So, anyone have intro topics?
Fine. Intro, Schminstro. It's been a while. Finsto.
Sinestro, Green
Rinsto.
Lantern.
Okay. Sure, that works. We'll just have our intro be us complaining about not having an intro. Hello everyone, welcome to Not a Scratch, the only place in the world that believes that Scratch is an overpowered move. I am your host, your GM, your PM, your DM, Anirudh himself, and with me here, thinking that Sticky Notes isn't a brand name.
It's me, Mansour. I thought the brand name was Post-it Notes.
It
Anyway.
is, that's part of the joke.
Oh, thank you. And with me is someone who really doesn't want to put up with me anymore.
It's me, Muhammad. I put up that front, but in reality, he's a wonderful person, and I can't really hate on him that much. But I'm sick of him.
That's some suspicious coughing there.
Well, I don't think it's suspect at all. I think
Well,
we
I
all know
die
how
in
we
the
feel about
background.
each other.
No, it's either that he was doing that for the sake of like, I don't think Mansour is that great, or he has the Rona and he's gonna die. So either case is suspicious.
I drank water at the wrong time. And,
If the one
well,
out of the three of us who has not traveled since the last time we recorded is the one with Rona, that is fun.
Hey, all I'm saying is I
Bad
tested
luck.
negative, so.
So did I.
Anyway, how you guys doing today? I just died in the background. I'm probably cutting that part out, but
Nah.
that's how you're
But
feeling.
I'm
That you're feeling. Nah.
Well, sure. Why not? Let's roll with it.
Okay. Mansour, how are you today? Are you any different?
My hair is tied back in a bun. That's about all that's different.
That's the upgrades.
Yeah, I'm evolving in my
All
own
right.
way.
He spent 250 VC and got a new hairstyle.
All right. Yeah. So it has been 1 week since we last recorded, and in that
Yes.
1 week period, as I emphasize 1 week, and ignore the fact that I said week instead of month. Would either of you guys like to give the recap? No, that's great. Okay, cool. I'll do it.
Whoa! You didn't give us a chance to even offer up. But no,
Would you like to do it?
absolutely not.
No, me neither.
There you go. See, it's almost like we discussed this beforehand. Anyway, let us go back into the history books. Everyone turn to page 12 and a half as we get started with the next chapter. We
Ralph
call
turns
it,
to page 13 and then rips it in half.
So last time on Not a Scratch, we had a wonderful detective session between attorney and criminal potential guy here. And they went around and interviewed some people, had some information, collected some facts that they totally wrote down.
Hey, don't look at
There-
me. I never take notes in TTRPGs.
There you go. Say.
Neither do I.
I have the best players, guys. It is wonderful. And they, after some interview stuff and some discussion, some videotape knowledge, including finding out that the camera has been slashed with a dark substance, dark essence, dark power, the day ended with a dark figure going past them, brushing against them, running up the stairs as the night happened. That about sums it up. You can tell I have no idea what I'm doing because it's been that long. So, with that being said, is there anything else that's important to remind either us or the audience about?
Can I just go on the record as saying that even though I don't take notes, my memory is impeccable. I would like to point out that we do know that whoever it was had an apple dessert, and they're quite a strong Pokemon. And we had narrowed it down to a list of 3 or 4 And then we learned that like they're like probably like a dark type or a half dark type or like can use Night Slash or whatever, and everything kind of points to Fran the Zangoose. So that I'd like to point out that even though I don't take notes, I am not an awful player. Excuse you.
Yeah, I do remember the last episode. Like one of the last lines was like, I looked up a picture of Zangoose and I was like, oh yeah, this clearly looks like a villain. Like just look at him.
Oh yeah.
Obviously they're the perp.
So
Yeah, I just wanted to put that on the record. That's all. Whether or not this gets cut out, we'll see.
Sure. No, I think that's good because it's good to know what you guys have. Plus, you two talking to each other also lets me know what you guys know, so I can adjust the story. With that said,
yes.
let us dive on in. So, I'm going to assume that you guys went to sleep, because there is nothing else important, I will claim. And so, it is morning, and the morning, it's a great day. It's wonderful. Everything is nice and ordinary, except we're docking, and Ralph's trial is about to happen. Ralph or Kyle, which one of you would wake up first? Because I don't know if Kyle's waking up early to be the attorney, or Ralph is waking up early in nervousness of the fact that he might go to jail.
Kyle's just waking up at the same time he always does. So I feel like Ralph is waking up earlier.
Yeah. As we'd established, Ralph is an early riser, so.
So, Ralph, let's go to your room first. Ralph, you see, you don't see anything. You wake up in your room, and you notice that the boat is not moving. Like it's staying pretty constant. It doesn't feel like it's going forward or backwards, anything like that. And you can put two and two together and realize you're there.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna get up and do my morning routine. I think it is. I think Ralph knows it's trial day. Yes, like.
Yeah, it's been told to you before that the trial day is the day that you get to Briny Breeze Island. So
okay, yeah, normal morning routine: get up, brush teeth, go to the bathroom, work out, all that fun stuff. But instead of the workout, he practices all the different ways he could say objection. So like he'll point. He's like pointing at like the lamp in his room and like the bed and like the pillow and just be like objection, Your Honor, objection. Like it's just in different inflection, different like. What's the word for it? What's the word I'm looking for? Different inflections. Yeah, different inflections of the word objection, and just really excited to do that.
I find it funny that Kyle is the attorney, but Ralph is the one doing this practice.
Oh, you already know during the trial, Ralph is going to be like objection, even when it doesn't make sense.
And we all know exactly how that's going to go.
That's going to be great. All right, so you go through your routine and all that, and I assume when you're done, you just walk out the door with your stuff because this is the last day. You got to take all your stuff with you.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so as you walk out of the door, you see good old Officer North outside your door, just kind of waiting.
Wait, sorry, say that one more time?
You see Officer North at your door, just waiting for basically you to come out.
Okay, I open the door, and I'm just like, good morning, officer.
Good morning. Hope you had a good night's sleep, because there is a slim to large chance that might be your last good night's sleep.
Objection! Sorry, I think we're gonna do great in the trial today, and I'm innocent. I know I'm innocent. Kyle knows I'm innocent, and we're gonna prove that I'm innocent.
That's good to know. Unfortunately, well, here's the thing. I've come to like you, so I appreciate you and all of that you've done. And between you and me, without any sort of without any sort of legality between us, I kind of hope you didn't do it. With that said, though, I do need to put the handcuffs on you. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to put the handcuffs on you if you turn around, please.
Okay.
Click, click. I guess I don't have a handcuff sound, but that happens. All right. Well, here's the thing. I need to make sure that your lawyer comes with us as well.
Is Kyle still? He's still asleep at this point, right?
We can ask Kyle.
Yeah, well, what time is it?
Yeah. What time was it, Ralph? As I pass questions between you two.
I don't know, 7:30.
I think Kyle's like just getting up, like just
so,
up, still lying in bed, kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. So since you guys are next door, I think either Ralph or Officer North knocks on the door. Just kind of says, trial time. Let's go. Come on.
Kyle is just gonna get up and start gathering his things and get ready to head out.
Okay. Yeah, you have to take all your stuff in the bag and everything looks like as you're vacating the room. With that, I think that's pretty much it. You guys are waiting downstairs on the first floor or on the first deck, the fourth deck. I forgot how the order is. You're on the bottom floor. You're waiting for everybody else to get out because all of you have to exit at the same time. That's just some ship procedure. So as you're waiting, you see everybody on the first floor. So you see Ginny the Tritini, Kaylin the Jigglypuff, Neri the Vaporeon, Fran the Zangoose. You see Tekka the Chewtile, Felix the Tyrogue, Angelo the Alolan Sandslash, and Jerry the Weasel. They're all just talking to each other. If you'd like to strike up a conversation with any of them before you guys head on up, you can.
Kyle,
I'm gonna walk up to
strike a
Angelo.
conversation? When?
Very true.
I'm gonna walk up to Angelo.
Okay.
Gotta follow him to make sure he doesn't say anything stupid.
Sure. So, yeah. So you walk over to Angelo. Angelo is kind of just chatting with who would he be chatting? Probably with Fran. So Angelo's talking with Fran.
Oh no!
I think that would make sense because both of them are rather old. Both of them are talking. They're both they both found out that they're neighbors in the retirement area that they're going to be retiring in. So Angelo is talking about a house that he bought there. Fran's like, oh yeah, I know that place. I was across the street and blah blah blah. I don't know. Anyway, so if you would like to interrupt their conversation about retirement homes.
Well, now that I know that Angelo's talking to Fran the Zangoose, the person who we think is behind all of this, I don't want to talk to him anymore. So I think canonically what happens is Ralph sees Angelo in the crowd, like walks towards him, and then sees Fran the Zangoose talking to him, and then Ralph is just like, nope, and just turns around and he's like, I never mind.
Both of you make perception checks.
Oh boy, I think this is the classic beauty roll that we all know too well on Scratch. 8.
4.
All right.
I'm in my own little world.
Cool. So yeah, you see that, and you're so focused on getting away that you don't hear the conversation that they had. So everybody on the first floor is very calm, cool, and collected. And the captain comes up from the basement area because remember they're below it. Captain comes up with his family and says, "All right, everyone." This isn't his voice. All right, everyone. If you'd like to come, I guarantee you this is a different voice than what it was last time, but I'm rolling with it. All right, everyone. If you'd like to come up upstairs, we'll catch up these 200 frooms. So come along with us. And he leads you up the stairs. You all walking in a straight line.
Okie dokie.
Okay. 100 people go up. You see the 200 people. You see, so the 200 peoples are Princess, Plank, and North. Well, North is downstairs with you, so it's just Princess and Plank. They have all their stuff. Okay, yeah. So you see Princess and Plank both come up. They're carrying their stuff. Both of them are having dirty eyes on Ralph as you guys climb up to the 300 rooms. In the 300 rooms, we have Kane the Trevenant, who is the judge, and Miles the Dartrix, who is the prosecutor that Kyle will be going against. Yeah, so with that said, you guys all get off the boat at the same time, and now you are officially, ladies and gentlemen, well, it's just you two, so gentlemen, in Briny Breeze Island.
Yay, we're finally here, and my freedom is on the line.
Yep. You see, as soon as you get out, the world's most amazing beach right to your left.
I love beaches.
It's like it's literally if you jumped off the dock, you would have landed in the ocean next to the beach. Like it's that close.
Beautiful.
But you have to go to trial.
Ralph love beaches.
What did you say?
Since when does Ralph love beaches?
He's a complicated character. People can like many things at once. He doesn't just like hats and snow. He's got other and video games. He's got other interests.
Yeah, but like I don't know. We've never seen Ralph's affinity for the beach really.
Well, now you're learning about him as a character. He also likes beaches.
Cool.
But
So
that's
that's
like-
something else that's on the line. The chance to go to the beach
Exactly.
is you overhear in the background somebody saying free ice cream.
I
You can't get it.
love
because
ice
you're going
cream.
to trial.
Dang it.
The tragedies. All right. So as everyone starts dispersing their own ways, Yeah, as they start dispersing their own ways, you see something particularly weird. I
Okay.
know you see this weird because I am forcing you to see the weird thing. The thing is, however, what that weird thing is. So, long story short, roll perception again. This time, I'm just going to give you a fact. Whether or not it is useful depends on your roll. So, both of you.
Okay. What is that? That is a 10.
I got 15, but -1 is 14.
Okay, I need to roll for North as well because North sees this as well. So
Nat 20.
hold up, I need to check what North got a 14 plus 1 is 15.
Ooh, very nice.
So he has a full success. And because someone got a full success as my dice, I don't know why I'm putting my dice up. I'm probably going to use them again. So North has a full success, pokes you, Kyle, and asks, "Wait a minute. Are you guys part of an explorers guild?"
Yeah, we are. But you knew this.
So that means you have like special badges, right?
Yes.
So why huh?
Do we get qualified
Can
immunity?
I
Is that a thing in this world?
No,
Oh,
we are not
boy.
we are not touching that with a all the feet pole. What I will say though is excuse me, can I borrow your badge for a second? I just want to take a look at it.
My badge?
Just for a second. You could hold on to it if you'd like. I just want to see it.
Okay. Cal shows him his badge.
Okay. And your badge looks pretty normal. It looks like the Boulder Stars badge because that's who you're about to join, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that, yes.
Yeah. It looks like a Boulder Stars badge. It's a nice gold badge. And he looks befuddled.
Everything good?
He goes into his bag and then pulls out his police badge. His police badge is a darkened bronze color. And he says, "This is a police badge. This is what they look like. They're different from the explorer's badge, so that's why they have different sort of coloring." Why does he have a police badge? And he points over to Plank the Girder, who is walking away.
What?
Is this Girder a member of the Boulder Stars? Question mark.
Wait, is it a police badge or is it at one of our badges?
It is a police badge. Magnezone is able to tell because the badge is a bronze
What?
color.
Wait, the Girder's badge?
The Girder's
The
badge
Girder-
is a police badge.
The Girder is holding a police badge.
Maybe the Girder's an undercover cop. Maybe that's...
Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Do we want to approach Plank about this?
Well, I mean, Kyle's gonna ask the officer. Do you know that Girder?
And Officer North turns to you and says, "No, the only cop that I know on the boat was Fran the Zangoose, who's retired."
I didn't know Zangoose was an ex-cop.
Yeah, this was established literally day one.
Oh, I guess Ralph wasn't paying attention.
No, I think it was in a conversation that Kyle had with him.
Oh, okay.
Well, why does he have a police badge? That, what do you think? You're the policeman here. Like, what does this mean? What are you trying to say?
Unless I'm very much mistaken, he's not supposed to have that badge. So why does he have a badge? Question mark.
That seems like something that should be your job to figure out.
Maybe
You are the police.
do the badges have some kind of ID number on them?
Officer North turns to you, Ralph, and says, "Yes, each ID badge corresponds to the specific officer, and when they go through a continuous number, they increase all the time, so no two numbers will be identical. So, for example, if an officer joins the force, it is their number forever."
Okay, so what if we go to Plank, ask to get the number, or just read the number, and then can you like run a badge? Can you like know? Can you like the same way that you run a license plate? Like, can you run the badge and know like which cop that belongs to?
Officer North starts spinning one of its magnets and says, "Yes, that's part of my database."
Okay, then I'm just gonna go strike up a conversation with Plank and then try to get the number off of him. Not necessarily the badge, but just like
Can we
get the
just
number
appreciate?
down.
Can we just appreciate the fact that the 10-year-old in handcuffs is walking up to someone with respected police badge, who is at least 5 times his size.
I'm just trying to start a conversation. Are we fighting types? Good friends.
Okay. So, is this what you're planning on doing? Are both of you in agreement? Or
Well,
I'm okay with
Ralph just sent it, so don't
Okay,
think I have.
alright. Kyle, are you joining him, or would you like to talk with other people?
Kyle will join him.
All right. So you two walk over to Plank, who seems to be walking rather quickly, as if he's late for a meeting or something. But you guys eventually catch up to him because he's not walking that fast. And he turns around a bit surprised. Oh, hello.
Hey, buddy. What's that shiny you got there? Is that a badge?
What? Are you? What? I'm confused.
Oh, I don't know. I just like the way that it looks, and I'm gonna try to like. Is it visible right now or no?
No, he does not. It does not. It is not visible right now. No.
So in the time that Officer North was looking at him to now he's like put it away or in his pocket or something?
Yeah, that's not hard. I mean, you guys were
Yeah, dude,
60, 70 feet away on a.
I don't understand why you're surprised by this.
It almost sounded like you're like, wait, so in the 15, 20 seconds it took us to get there, he put it in his pocket?
Impossible. Okay. Ralph's head is thinking like, I just want to punch this guy and take the badge off of him. But I can't do that because I'm in handcuffs, and that's gonna make my case much worse. Because I've already got theft and like breaking and entering on like the charge list. I don't want assault and battery to be another one. So, but if Kyle wants to fight him, I would not be opposed to that idea.
Well, yeah, of course you wouldn't be opposed to that.
Does Ralph communicate this to Kyle at all?
I
Because
don't
Kyle's
know.
not looking for a fight.
Well, I don't know if he can because we're in front of those girders, so I don't. Never mind. Okay, how am I supposed to get this badge off of him then? Do I have any items that can help me with this? Let's see. Wait, did I already use the apathy orb? I think I already used it.
I don't know if you did.
I think I used it in the season finale or the arc finale.
That sounds familiar to me.
I think I did, yeah, because someone was holding the horn or the trumpet or whatever it was, and then I would use the apathy orb to just have them immediately drop it.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah, crap. Because if I hadn't used it, I could have just used that now. And you just drop the badge. Okay, what if I use the stun seed? Because that inflicts a petrified. Petrified means that you're basically like frozen, right?
He's frozen stuck until somebody attacks him, or technically it wears off in out of battle state. But
So what I'm hearing is that if I use the stun seed and then just like grab it out of his pocket or whatever, like that's not an attack. So
no, but it's still using an item on a quote unquote you're using an item on a civilian, so that'd be kind of iffy. On top of that, there's a cop like next to you, so
yeah, but this cop, this might be a criminal. Like he's not supposed to have a police badge.
Like the actual officer is right.
You mean
here.
Officer North?
Yes.
yeah, Officer North isn't exactly going to approve of you stuffing a stun seed down a person's throat so that they get petrified and then stealing something from them.
Okay, well I'm gonna go ask Officer North's permission to do that then.
What?
I'm gonna be like, 1 second, bub, and I go back to Officer North. And I'm just gonna be like, hey, so I think he did the crazy maneuver called putting it in his pocket. So I have a stun seed. So if I could just do a little and just and then we just out of his where at his pocket, and then just little grabby.
Okay. Kyle, are you watching the girder right now, or are you listening to the conversation? But are you looking at the conversation basically?
Kyle is not looking at the conversation. Like he's listening to what Ralph is saying and shaking his head, but like still looking at the girder because this is sus.
Okay. Kyle, you roll a perception check.
Good
Or
luck.
insight, but I don't know. Either way, it's still beauty.
Beauty.
Did you roll
Oh,
it?
I don't know if my mic picked it up. I said 7.
A 7. Okay. Oh, sorry. Roll with advantage, actually.
No.
Only because,
14.
yeah, roll with advantage, huh?
14.
14. Okay.
I'll take a reroll. Thank you very much.
Yeah. No. So there's a reason why. It's more of just along the lines of he's not. The girder is very bad at covering up whatever it is. So, let's see. There are 3 things. Okay, you can choose 1, 2, or 3, and that is a fact I will give you. One thing that you perceive. Or I will give you one, and then you can pick one. There you go. That's it. I don't know what I'm saying.
Monty Hall problem.
This is the Monty Hall problem.
I'm about to get 2 goat facts, and not in a good way. All right. Give me fact number 2.
Okay, so the fact I will give you is that Girder looks extremely nervous. The fact that you picked is that he has his bag, the bottom of his bag that he's holding, like your standard like explorer's kit or whatever, is full of broken glass.
What?
Excuse me. And at this point, Kyle pulls out his own badge, and just says, "We, would you mind telling me what's in your bag?"
So at this, Officer North just kind of pushes, probably pushes Ralph aside, being like, "You have you lost your natural mind? What, you want to commit a crime in front of this? I have authority. Let me just do it myself."
I literally asked him to do this, and he didn't. Oh my god.
So at this, Officer North says, "My apologies. This isn't the right voice. My apologies, sir, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to open your bag just for a split second." And so Plank grumbles a bit and then opens his bag. Inside his bag, you see standard construction stuff, nothing very complicated. The broken glass, however, you can determine is specifically from an orb.
Pulls up item list and searches what different orbs there are.
I mean, there's a lot of them.
There are a lot of them.
You could roll for smart, some sort of investigation thing to determine if you can figure out which orb it is. Let's toss that out there.
I think I'll take you up on that.
All right, go ahead and do that.
And I got a 7.
It is an orb. It was
is.
shiny.
Wow, a shiny orb. Wow.
It was made of glass.
Okay,
Probably
okay,
had
okay.
some mystical power.
Time out. What is the point of the stars orb?
What's the point of the what orb?
The stars orb.
The stars orb.
Yeah, I see. Oh, stairs. I'm dumb. Okay, stairs.
Oh, okay.
I was like, stars orb. What is that? Why? Why do you need to know where the stars are located?
IDK, bro.
So, what kind of orb did you have in your bag there?
All right, I'm gonna. This is a roll for something. Let's do that and. Oh, bro.
Is he rolling deception?
He's rolling something. He looks at you kind of confused and says, "Oh, that yeah, that was a Lumios orb. Must have broken it a while ago. Long story."
Well, any reason you had that on you?
Probably the same reason I got a bunch of random stuff in here. I don't clean out my stuff.
But since you work in construction, you wouldn't. I'd assume, with unions and everything, you wouldn't need to have a Lumios orb because safe working conditions and all that.
Nah, it sometimes helps to brighten up certain locations. Keep the lights on, type of thing. Especially if we're working in the night.
But I mean, that doesn't sound right. You really should lobby for better working conditions if you need to use orbs to work safely.
You know what, kid? That's a good idea. I'll probably bring that up. Thank you very much for this. I apologize for any inconvenience. May I please have my bag back? He takes the bag and walks out. Well, walks away.
We didn't find a badge in his bag.
Do he swallow it?
I'm just confused.
Also, how's my conversation with Officer North going? Is he allowing me to just stun him?
That
He
was
is
open and
not.
shut.
He is not allowing that. On top of that, he's giving an extra beady eye on you from this point because he's like, well, this is a thief. Maybe he's capable of even more problematic things.
No. I just
We had built that rapport, only to throw it all away in an instant. Listen, I know there's a direction you wanted us to take this, but I mean, there's an officer here, and he didn't do anything about it. What do you want a couple of 10-year-olds to do?
I'm gonna tell. Hold on. I'm gonna ask him. Okay. Well, if I can't stun the guy, maybe you should go over there and talk to him. You're the officer. You saw the badge. Maybe you should do something about it. Get off your metal butt and do your job.
He really quickly sparks you a little bit.
Ow.
And then says, fine, let's just wait a moment. I will go over there and do it. And then he walks over to the plank. Go ahead and discuss what you think all of this means, because there's a lot of information that I just gave you that if the people in the audience, if they were listening to all the episodes at once, they would get it. But the fact that we aren't doing that makes this a lot more difficult. So, do that.
Well, I mean, the only real new piece, the two new pieces of information we got, because we interviewed this girder and saw absolutely no flaws in his story.
Yes.
And the only things we've learned since are that, like, Plank was originally on our list, and that we kind of put him like as like least sus of the people that we were sus of. But also the fact that Plank is now kind of sus, and used a luminous orb, which the entire floor is now bright, and you can see foes, items, and the stairs, which would assist in a nighttime robbery. But the thing is, I don't know of any way that a girder would be able to darken everything. Is my and
I have a
damage
theory.
that
We've been assuming that it's one person.
This is fair.
What if it's two? What if, because Fran is the ex-cop, and so Officer
I
North,
like your thinking.
so Officer North said that the only other officer on this thing is Fran, who's an ex-cop. So I don't know why Fran would give Girder their badge. It doesn't make sense. But
Well, cover up.
Covering what up though?
Wait, hold on. I'm on Zangoose's Bulbapedia page, and I see nothing about its moveset, and I'm so confused.
But you said you were sure it could use Night Slash though.
No, I'm pretty sure. I was trying to double check, but hold on. I'm confused.
And also, the Girder looks nervous. There is some guilt there.
Hold on. Zangoose moveset, because I don't know why the Bulbapedia article just doesn't have any info on the moves it can learn.
Let's see.
Okay, moves learned by Zangoose. Here we go. It can totally learn Night Slash, right? Well, it learns
Even if it's not necessarily Night Slash, a Zangoose can do some kind of slashing motion.
Well, yeah, but
bullets.
I mean,
and if it's imbued with dark energy because magic, doesn't matter,
Well, but here's the thing. I'd assume it was some sort of move.
Can't assume that.
I mean, if you want to go down that hole, Zangoose is a normal type. Right, Zangoose can learn Thunderbolt because, of course, Zangoose can learn Thief.
Interesting. So, do you think that the Zangoose?
Oh wait! Through breeding, it can learn Night Slash.
Okay. I think, but then why would? Because Fran, why would Fran just give is it trying to pin it on Girder? Is Girder being framed right now?
Either.
Because if that's the case, why would he be nervous?
Well, I Either Plank is being blackmailed and framed, or they work together. One or the other.
Huh. That's the only. Because where else would he get that badge from? Like, it has to be from Fran. The
Yeah.
only other.
Oh. Slowly pieces are falling together as to why you're coming to the conclusions that you are. I will say this: there is information that you have forgotten
What?
that probably would help.
Oh, great! So I'm just supposed to remember what I've forgotten.
Yes. Is that really that hard of a concept, my guy?
What am I forgetting? The person was likely rich, right? And the richer people are on the higher floors. Let me go
Wait,
back.
how do you know that?
Someone mentioned that at some point. I don't remember where, but someone did mention it. Which would make the Zangoose a less likely candidate because they're living on the first floor.
I don't know if this makes it easier or harder, but I will say if I'm not a fan of red herrings. That's what I'll say. If a fact is given to you, that is the truth. I don't like doing like a
I'm guessing it was a tandem effort.
That it was two people together?
Mhm.
I don't know.
I don't think there's any way a girder could have pulled it off on its own.
All right, let's get Officer North to do his job, and let's see.
Okay, great. So as you guys have this discussion of like going over the facts before the trial, Officer North comes back looking very, very confused.
Uh-huh.
And Officer North comes back saying, wait a moment, where did he go?
Where did who go?
Where did Plank go?
Weren't you just talking to him?
You pointed me in that direction, and I saw him walk into a corridor and then turn to the left, and he disappeared. Look, come with me. I'll show you there's literally no way that he could have escaped.
Okay.
So you guys walk over to like an area between buildings, and you turn to the left. All you see is complete and utter darkness and a brick wall at the back. There's no exits. There's no way to like go into a side door or anything like that.
No secret door.
No secret. No, you can do a perception check if you'd like to find secret doors.
I'll do that. I think Ralph's gonna be like, "Ooh, this is classic secret door situation."
Or I think that might be investigation actually. So that's smart.
Okay, great. The stat that I'm garbage at. Bum.
I will say the whole enveloped in darkness thing sounds eerily similar to what happened on the boat.
3 minus 1 is 2.
There are no secret doors.
All right.
It is just complete. It is nothingness. There's just shadows and dark. You know, it's like your standard dark hallway, dark alleyway, dark whatever the terminology is.
What if there was a way we could light up the alleyway?
Okay. Can any of you two or somebody you know light up the alleyway?
Does this officer know flash?
The officer does not. The officer does know like an electric move.
I am confusion.
If you'd like, the officer can use a thunderbolt on the wall just to lighten up the day, or just a thunderbolt shooting straight up.
I mean, anything to generate light would be welcome.
Yes, please.
So, the officer starts winding up its magnets and shoots a thunderbolt straight up. And so you see, for about 5 seconds or so, this shadowy area lit up. Nothing is there.
Well, I guess he's gone. Like, I don't know what we can do at this point.
I know you said you're not a fan of red herrings, but I really don't know what you want us to do.
I mean, there might be nothing here for now.
I guess we're just going back to the boat, or like where everyone else is.
All right,
Or to the
so
truck.
yeah, so you guys head on out to back with the crowd. Everyone's still talking more or less. If you'd like to talk with anybody else here one last time before the trial, this is your last chance to pick anybody on the boat that you want to talk to.
I don't know.
Minus Plank, I assume.
Minus blank, yeah.
I
Is
don't know.
Fran
Anyone else here is worth talking to.
Fran is here.
Could we chat with Fran one last time?
Sure. Fran is there, looking slightly annoyed that you guys are there, because if you remember, you guys kind of broke ties with Ralph going crazy and talking to people.
No
So
kidding.
Fran started distrusting you. But Fran kind of sees the officer with you and kind of just says, "Hello, boys." That's not his voice. It's a lot like older. "Hello, boys."
Excuse me. We were just wondering. I know you're retired, but you wouldn't happen to have your badge on you, would you? Your badge when you're on the force?
Kid, don't you remember? That was the thing that this kid stole. And he points at Ralph.
Hey,
Yeah,
I won't
but
say anything.
I know that, but you got it back, right? Like you have it. We told
Nope.
you to, but I thought I told you could talk to Officer North and get it back.
I went to talk to Officer North, and then I asked him, and it wasn't there. So I assume it's either still on the boat, in which case I gave them my number. They'll probably send it, or it's lost. It's disappointing, man.
Wait a
Tired.
sec. Wasn't all the stolen stuff supposed to be with me?
Yes. When you stole it, all of it was supposed to be with you.
And
in
Officer North
this book.
took all that stuff, right?
Officer North took all that stuff, and he, along with the boat owner, the captain, started handing it back out.
And he didn't have Fran's badge.
And he did
And that
not
was
have
stolen.
Friend's badge. And that was stolen.
Case Girder has it. Case closed.
I'm inclined to agree.
Okay, now what?
We issue a court summons. Bring him as a witness.
Okay, so you guys are officially on the Girder Did It group?
I-
Squad, band?
Yeah, and I guess we're gonna tell Officer North, like, hey, buddy, you didn't have this badge. It was stolen from him. You saw Girder have a badge he's not supposed to have. Can you, like, get the judge to sign a warrant to, like, arrest him or something?
The officer says, that seems like an interesting idea. I'll go and talk with the judge. And he goes off over to where Kane, the Trevenant, is talking with the captain right now about something. He goes off over to there. Fran turns to you guys and says, "Wait, you're telling me that Girder that was on the boat? What's his name?
Plank.
Plunk or Plank? Plank. That's it. Yeah, you're telling me he has my badge?
Yeah, I mean, the officer literally saw it, and then I think we saw it too, and then we walked over and talked to him, and then he was, like, super nervous and sketchy. Then he went into an alley and disappeared. So, pretty sure he has it. And there's no other cops on the boat besides you and the officer.
Plot twist. This plank is actually a Zork.
But
Actually,
that-
what?
I said
Did you say
plot.
something?
I said plot twist. This plank is actually a Zork.
What's the Zora?
It's a dark type Pokemon in Unova. You should look it up. I forget what it's spelled though. It's like Zorark or something like that weird.
Zoroark.
There you go.
Okay.
It's a dark type Pokemon. Relatively mischievous in nature. Can take on the appearance of another Pokemon. Is low-key kind of beefy, minus the fact that it has absolutely no HP. The math does check out here. This plank could be a Zoroark.
So it's like Ditto but cooler.
Kinda, except for the fact that Ditto can also like learn any move and takes on the moveset of a Pokemon when it transforms. Zoroark and Zorua, its pre-evolved form, just take on the appearance. They still have their own moveset.
I see. Maybe.
I think the math adds up there. That's my final conspiracy theory because we have done so many of these.
Yeah, there are quite a few of them in this franchise. So with your decision, you think that Girder has done it. The trial will begin as you guys head into the courtroom. That's what I'm going to say. So you guys walk into the courtroom feeling determined to think that Girder did it, and that is where we will end this episode.
Ah!
Yeah, like
In the next
cliffhanger.
episode, we'll go through trial.
It's funny because this episode was supposed to be the episode we went through trial, but we were just indecisive the whole time. We did nothing.
I didn't know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see.
The one thing that still throws me is that ring. I still don't know what that ring was.
Wait, what ring?
Remember, there was a ring found in the little corridor between Kyle and Ralph's rooms that was suspected to be the property of whoever did the crime.
That's why we thought they were rich.
Yes, that's why.
So that adds even more evidence to Girder's case because against Girder rather, because Girder lives on the second floor, which is richer than the first floor. That's why the Zangoose probably didn't do it.
I'm still very convinced that this is a Zoroark. The more I think about it, the more I'm sold on it, and nothing will change my mind.
Okay.
All right. Wow, my voice is cracking. All right. With that said, I think we might as well do our outros here. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. I have been your PM, your GM, your DM, Anirudh himself.
And I've been Mansour playing Ralph.
And I've been Muhammad, playing Kyle.
And until next time, everyone, take care. Hello, this is Anirudh, the GM, PM, DM of Not a Scratch, and thank you for listening to this episode. As always, future episodes come out on Tuesdays, so be sure to follow us, subscribe, and do all those important things that you want to do in supporting a podcast. If you've enjoyed the episode and want to support us in any way, shape, or form that you can, the best way to do so is to share us with your friends. Share us with the last person that you saw holding a glass, like a drinking glass. Because everybody drinks water, and that's the demographic that we have to target, because drinking water is healthy. Also, leave us a review on your podcasting platform. Reviews help to bring new people into our community, and also give us advice on what we can improve on in the future. You can also follow us on Twitter at NotAScratchCast, or email us as well at notascratchcast@gmail.com if you have any cool ideas you want to add to the podcast, or just want to reach out to us. We also have a Discord for Not a Scratch, and have a bunch of awesome people that have already joined. Join us to help build the Not a Scratch community. We want to thank Glitchx City for the songs Kirby's Dream Land, the Lo-Fi remix, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver Route 47 remix, Black and White Undella Town remix, and Ends Castle Bridge remix 7. We also want to thank Tabletop Audio for the songs Quiet Cove and Interrogation Room. Thanks again for listening. I've got a few things that I want to promote. The first thing is Adoran Region Sports, where Pokemon play real sports. Right now we're at the first ever Olympic Games and have had some pretty exciting events. My second podcast is called Adoran Talk Sports, where I talk about real-world sports. Currently, I'm focused on the 2020-2021 NFL season. You can find them in most areas that you listen to podcasts. If you've got a podcast you want to promote, contact us in the places mentioned previously, Twitter or Discord. Our promo today is a true Roll of Destiny, which is probably why it's called Rolling on Fate.
Join our adventurers as they discover how strange portals alter Revelheim.
Do you hear that, Amesley? Our Lord Paylor blesses us.
I didn't realize you worshipped a salesman. Actually, Marion, I'm pretty sure this is an ad.
Rolling on Fate is an actual play D&D podcast.
D&D? I love death caps and dish rags. Gertrude, what's a podcast?
It is an interdimensional sonic communication feed, Vanilla. Very simple.
Nortrude, are you indicating that we're in trouble? Bellius, did you hear that? I actually had a good one. Bellius?
You can find Rolling on Fate every other Wednesday wherever you download podcasts.
You mean podcasts.
Taylor! Anyone! I can't see. I think I'm stuck in one of those podcasts.
Rolling on Fate. Come see where the dice take us.